Welcome back. This is another exciting episode of Mr. Takeda Teaches Algebra. I'm sorry, Math 7. It's kind of like algebra again. This is related to the last one. This is on solving proportions. And some of this looks like a repeat of something we may have already done. But it looks very algebraic, so this is kind of fun. Essential question: how can you use ratio tables and cross products to solve proportions? I already demonstrated this on an earlier episode, but let's take a look. Anyways, so you should be experts at this by now. Key idea: solving proportions using mental math. Okay, so we saw that. That's this idea that since proportions say that two ratios are equal, they're essentially what? Equivalent fractions, right? So hopefully some of those you kind of can kind of do. Multiplication property of equality and cross products property, those are coming up in this section. What does that mean? I did one of these when we explained cross products in the previous lesson, but let's take a look. Example 1, solving proportions using multiplication. Solve 5 over 7 equals x over 21. So let's write the proportion. 5 over 7 equals x over 21. The multiplication property of equality. Okay, so the multiplication property of equality says if I want to clear the division by 21, I have to use the inverse operation, which is to multiply that right side by 21. And if I multiply the right side by 21, I multiply the left side by 21. 21 divided by 21 is just a 1. Anything divided by itself is just a 1. That means I have 1x on the right. On the left, oh my gosh, what's this? 21 times 5 sevenths. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Watch this. When you multiply a whole number times a fraction, all that's saying is multiply by the top number, divide by the bottom number. And you can do it in any order. 21 divided by 7 works real easy in this case, right? 21 divided by 7 is 3. And then 3 times 5 is 15. X is 15. Ah, that looks like an algebra problem to me. I love it. Okay. Try this one. In this case, you're going to multiply both sides by 12, right? Because you see divided by 12. You want to undo division by 12. Multiply both sides by 12. Go ahead and do this. Let's label this one 1t for the purposes of the pod. And I'll join you on the next screen. Or maybe this one. Okay, now we're going to use cross products property. Now I know I demonstrated this on an earlier video, but we have two examples here we're going to do. X over 8 equals 7/10. Now I can't really say 8 times something equals 10 very easily, right? So I have to use cross products here. Let's do it. X times 10, 10x. And we're going to say that's equal to 7 times 8. So 10x is equal to 56. Okay, and now I'm going to divide both sides by 10. This is the division property of equality. So x equals 5.6. See, that's when we couldn't just do a mental math on. Let's take a look at 2b here. 9 times 17 equals 3 times y. And 9 times 17 is 90 and 63, 153. Did that in my head. I'm super proud. So 153 equals 3y, dividing both sides by 3. Y on the right, on the left, 15 divided by 3, 150 divided by 3 is 50. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so 51. Why is 51? All right. So this uses some skills that were learned back in Chapter 3 when we're solving two-step equations. And that's basically what we're doing here. We're turning these proportions into two-step equations. Try these two. Pause the video here, and we're going to call this 2TA dash A, I guess, I don't know, and 2T dash B. So for purposes of me asking you what your answers are, those are the question numbers. Pause the video if you need to, and let's take a look at this real-life application here. The graph shows the toll Y due on a turnpike for driving X miles. Your toll is $7.50. How many kilometers did you drive? Okay, so it says so we have a little conversion rate here, right? 1 mile equals 161 kilometers. Okay, so let's set that up first. I'm going to do kilometers per mile. And again, it doesn't matter which one you put on top. It just matters that you're consistent in this problem. So 1.61 kilometers per 1 mile. So the rest of the information I'm getting from the graph. Okay, so it says that if my toll was 750, which is this one right here. This is my toll, 750. That's my Y value, right? My toll is 750. It meant I drove 100 miles. So that's the number I'm going to use in my second ratio. Top or bottom? Quick, bottom, miles, right? All right. So since there's a 1.61 kilometers, so this one you can almost do mentally. You don't have to do cross products here because I know that 100 is 100 times greater than 1. So x is going to be 100 times greater than 1.61, so x will equal 161 kilometers. Yeah, that one's easy, mental math. Okay, you try this one, same conversion rate here, but in this case your toll was $9. So you're gonna have to look at the graph a little bit closer, Here's your $9, right? So you have to find out how many miles you drove and then convert them into kilometers. All right, we're going to call this one 3T for the purposes of answering the pod questions at the end, and that's it. Thanks a lot and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.